how much more?
No.
How much cake can you eat in a day?
Is that a
Next
challenge?
question.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
A challenge?
So what did the other say? Guy goes to, Yankov goes to Gemach. Yankov goes to Gemach, and he borrows $100, right? Then I've got a Gemach. Yankov comes to me. Can I borrow money from your Gemach? Yeah, sure, no problem. Take $100. He gives me a contract. I owe you $100, right? Then I say to him, I'm Eichel, mind, don't pay me back.
That's the second one.
I'm Eichel. First, I'll give you the second one.
Second Gemach.
Same guy. He comes to me, borrows $100, I give him $100, he writes the IOU, and I say, I'm Eichel with a Kenyan, right? Or without a, so with a Kenyan, sure what? Do you need a Kenyan when you do Mechila? That's the first question. If I don't say, I don't do okay, say I'm Eichel, is that enough? So I'll spoil it for you. This is not the big, this is not like, I don't want to get too complicated over here, so we'll start with this. Shulchan Aruch Beis Ches says, Mechila and Tzarech Kenyan. I'm Shulchan Aruch consideration Mem Aleph, but Mechila doesn't need a Kenyan. If I say to you, I'm Eichel, end of the story. L'chaira, right? Yud Beis Simon, where is this? This is Yud Beis Simon Ches. We're going to go back and see some of the stuff after, so we didn't. We'll fill in some gaps after. We'll start over here. Mechila and Tzarech Kenyan. You don't need to do a Kenyan. You say, I'm Eichel you, that's fine. Get into a car crash with a guy. You say to the guy, yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm Eichel you. You can't come to the office and say, you know what? My wife said, what, you're Eichel, it's 5,000 shekels. Too bad, you're Eichel. You lost the money, right? Guy comes to paint your house, and he does a bad job. He misses the, I don't know what, he misses the front door. You can't say, once you're Eichel you can't say, you know what, I want you to do it. What do you want you to do it? You're Eichel. It's done. So he gave it to him as a present. Let's say I agree, there was a camera, it's recorded. I admit I was Michael. I said I was Michael. If I said I was Michael, too late, right?
It's interesting. What is the relationship theoretically between the Mechila and the Eish? But that's for another topic.
Very good question, yeah. Okay. So,
Okay. You pay for it. Give it away. He wants to give it away, not me. I'm not Michael with a kid.
I'll try and avoid the situation in the future and bring you a cake when you have another one. That was the right way of doing it. So, I bought it yesterday when there was cake, but you weren't here.
No, I wasn't there. I'll be on a Monday.
I know. That's why you're getting it today.
Take it next door. I live next door, yes.
We're not Michael.
So, guy says to him, guy comes to the Gemach, says, Baal Gemach says, I'm Michael, you don't have to pay back, right? So does it work?
What? You just said you're Michael?
I said I'm Michael, does he have to pay me? 5 minutes later, I'm like, no, I want the money back.
Too late.
2 weeks later, I want the money back. Then I find out you win the lottery, say, you won the lottery, pay me up. Too late, I'm Michael. Anyone disagrees?
No, I disagree.
I would think once you say you're local, you're local.
Huh? Anyone else? Anyone disagrees? Huh?
It would require a Shimon Basin.
The guy's not crook, maybe we'll pay. You know?
If it's just
Question is was. Basically, we'll do whatever the din is, huh?
It's just was, no Kenyan. It's not
No Kenyan.
So it's kind of like a nada type of thing. When you're saying a thing, you're saying, I'm Michael. If he comes out later, the guy was actually a millionaire. And if you would have known, so he had the money.
No, so there's Mechila B'Toros, right? Which isn't Mechila. If I say I'm Michael because I think you're a Hardy, and it turns out you're really Bill Gates' nephew, and you're worth millions, right? So it's a Mechila B'Toros, doesn't help, right? But let's say when I was Michael you didn't win the lottery yet. Then you bought a lottery ticket, you win 100 million.
So what?
You know what's to pay me. I was just Michael you like money for the gemach. Is a mechila work?
Yes.
You could send another property thing.
I'll tell you the story again.
If you had none.
Well, it depends.
I lend you money, you give me a star that says I owe you $100, then I see you, I don't know what, in the supermarket, I see you struggling, I say, you know what, I'm Michael. Don't worry, you're not paying back.
What do you do with the store?
Oh, the star's in my house, the star's in my safe.
That's the.
Is the star a gobby dummy? Is it like I've got the money already? We're gonna see. So you all say it's sure mechila.
Mechila al peh isn't worth the papers right now.
Well, that was the question. What do you?
So l'chai, we'll see. We'll take a look. So l'chai, that's the first case. Big shaila. Second
It's
case.
a big issue because the money's not his.
Why is mine not
It
his?
belongs to Gemach. He hasn't got rights to the.
No, it's my gemach. It's my gemach. It's my money. Yeah.
My money.
I'm not lending other people's money. I get commission. Most of the gemachim will take a nice cut.
Yeah? Now like that, that's why I call it Gemach.
Then
Okay,
it
so
doesn't
second
work when
case.
the feeling never works.
Huh?
If you say it doesn't work, that you can take back the mechila, then there is no case in the world where
No,
mechila.
mechila normally, it could be mechila does work. The shaila here is, does mechila work where there's a star? Mechila always works. If we're in a car crash and say, Michael, too bad, you're Michael. But here where there's a star, and I didn't rip up the star, it could be it's a gili das, it wasn't really Michael, so if you're
Yeah.
Michael, why do you tear up the star?
That's always that.
So let's say, for example, I borrow money or I lend money to Reuven, right? Lend Reuven $1 million. Reuven owes me now $1 million. I'm desperate for money. He's not paying me. So I go over to Benji and say, you want to buy this debt for $500,000? Benji says $500,000. Reuven, not pay me. Here's $500,000. I just double my money, right? It'll take me 6 months. He'll pay me. Don't worry. Then I say, you know what? I like Reuven. He's a nice guy. I'm Michael.
Who's the first fella?
I'm Michael. Yeah.
Yours, too late.
No, I sold the chayv, but he owed me the money. I can still be Michael chayv.
Really?
Oh yeah. He runs a risk. Right? Move about pay, you give him Michael.
But
This is what happened in 2008.
What?
You sold the clothes.
Sold the chayv.
Yeah, but is
Sold
there
the
a
chayv.
It's no
contract?
longer
He
yours.
owes, I give him Michael.
Is there a contract?
For what?
It's not very straight.
Buy
It's
that
not
come
very
Michael.
straight.
He didn't write that. He didn't write that. He owes me the money. I'm Michael. The guys go through hard times. I'm also I sold. The guys still come to me with tidings. He can come to me and say, listen, he sold me a dot loan. He teveh me, whatever it is. But the guy was Michael. It's Michael him. He can't be, right? Can I be Michael Chayv? There's a star here. It's Alva b'shtar. Can I be Michael? You're saying you don't like the chol, you give Michael Chayv. Okay.
Sorry, you lost it. Why can't I give over?
Don't buy chayvs from people. Right.
I'm a big boy. It's my money. I do it for my money. What's the
You
time?
sold it to him. You sold
Did
someone
you
else.
sell it? Did you sell it with the star or not?
Oh.
So here the loan is with a star. Does the mechila with a star work? That's the kasha. So normally you might say you didn't tear up the star. Okay, but here I sold it. Now he's holding on to the star. We'll see. That's the next kasha. Now here's a big kasha. Woman gets married. She gets a ksuva, right? I think it's a din derabanan, maybe the raisa. You need a ksuva, right? She gets ksuva. She tells her husband, "I love you so much. I'm moichel my ksuva." Right?
In writing or not?
No writing, no writing, no writing, no
You know, it's
kinyan.
because it's something that once happened to me.
No writing and no kinyan, right? No writing, no kinyan. Then when he divorces her 10 years later, she's like, I want my ksuva. He's like, what do you mean? Don't you remember you're moichel me? I've got witnesses, it's on video, you did the whole thing. You're moichel me the ksuva. But there's a shtar here. There's a noble b'shtar. Can she be moichel? It's a chayv b'shtar. So why did you? She's got the ksuva on the wall in the house. This beautiful artistic ksuva that some artists charge, I don't know, 25,000 shekel for. It's on the wall. So they didn't tear up the ksuva. They still got the ksuva. So can she? Is a mechila
I think
chal?
that's a bad example, because if there's
I don't know.
video
I mean,
evidence
if
with
you
A
do
there,
that,
it
you're
might
also a
be
fool.
as good as
You
written.
can't. And if you show that you're a fool, it doesn't. You know, there's
I
not
mean, it's like a
fun.
kinyan. The shayla is there a kinyan. Milva bapeh, why didn't you do a kinyan? So what do you say? It helps? She can moichel if she's
What
got.
did the Aiden say?
Well, the ksuva wasn't with a kinyan.
The ksuva was with a kinyan.
Yeah.
In the chasna, you mean?
Yeah.
It was Aiden.
No, we had 80 ksuva,
Yeah.
but the kinyan was with the ring.
No, the ring is the kinyan of what's it called, the kinyan of the chuppah. You're buying her, whatever it is. You're being kind of the isha, but you got to do a kinyan on the ksuva. In the cheder before the ksuva, before the chasna, you pick up a handkerchief on the tnayim, and you're picking up handkerchiefs all the time.
So long, I don't remember.
In kind of everything.
Good. What did the Aiden say?
No one denies everything. Everyone agrees.
Aiden said that
She's
said
Michael.
to her husband, I was, well, what?
Yeah.
Now, how can she?
It's a big shine in Lady Yehuda. We're going to see. Hopefully, I printed it out. Big shine. But the case there is the guy says to his wife, "I'll divorce you, but tonight you're Michael Ksuva." She says, "I'm Michael Ksuva. Just give me the get, right?" Just because she now asks for the get.
Why not?
She says she's Michael because she asked for the Ksuva. Sorry. She said, "I'll."
He can't divorce out tonight.
Oh, so the get. So that's what he comes in and says that. Look, the get's bottled.
Of course you can divorce on the website.
But this is forever. That she never asked for Mazoina, so she never asked for
I'm not sure why he counters that. We'll see inside. We'll see the Lady Yehuda inside. But l'chayra, that's kasha over here. Big kasha, big tumult. She says as Michael Meksuva?
And we know that's a fact.
Yeah, we know for a fact she's Michael Meksuva. Can she be Tevel Meksuva now? What was denying the fact? It was in based in with Eidim. She said, Michael Meksuva, give me the get. That's it. She's Michael. So in the case he brings, the get wasn't chal. She says the nekas the mechila wasn't chal. This is mechila but tnai. She's only Michael, so she should get divorced. Since she wasn't divorced, Mechila's on the Mechila. Now he has to give her another get. For that get, she doesn't have to do the Mechila anymore. Now she can change her mind. Okay, this is a very, very negera. This is the last case, very negera. Okay? You're a taxi driver. Or any worker, for example. But let's say you're a taxi driver. You say to yourself, so we've already discovered that Mechila doesn't need, Mechila doesn't need the kinyan, right? So if you're a taxi driver and I take a guy to the airport and I say to myself, I say to the guy, you don't have to pay me, right? He's potter, he doesn't have to pay you. You can't back down, you don't need to do kinyan, okay, I'm kind now, I'm not paying you.
I lie.
You took it to the airport, you said, I lie, you're a chayal, don't pay, and then you realize it was just a fake uniform. Okay, that doesn't count because it's a mechila b'toyos, but like, he said, I lie, no problem, you don't have to pay me, right? So what happens if you're going to take him to the airport and you're about to put the suitcases in the car, and normally they charge you for a suitcase another 10 shekels per suitcase. Guy's putting in like 4 suitcases, you're going to charge him another 40 shekels, whatever it is, right? Or 20 shekels, I don't know how they make this because brothers haven't paid for a suitcase for years, but they can technically charge you for a suitcase, right? Or a guy says to you, actually take me to a big, and they say, you know, actually I want a little bit past big. And you think to yourself, okay, I'm not going to charge him. Then you drop him off and he says something rude to you and you're like, you know what, should I pay me for the suitcases also? I never told him I'm not going to charge him for the suitcases. But in my heart, I was Michael him. Mechila Belev, there's Mechila Belev help.
Well, there.
And what about this Mechila Belev help? Let's say I give the guy, sorry, I skipped the stage. I give this guy right to the airport, this Chayal, and I say to myself, I'm driving him, you know what, I'm going to be Michael, taxi driver, Chayal, I'm not going to charge him. I didn't tell him. Mechila Belev. Then when I get there, I'm like, my wife calls me and she's like, you know, let's go out for supper tonight. I need more wine. Okay, it's 300 shekels. Can I charge him or I did a Mechila Belev? Too late. Because Mechila Belev? Mechila Belev is Mechila? If you just say to the guy in your heart, I'm going to forgive you, that's it. Too bad.
Well, there are cases in the Gemara where it was.
And Gemara should believe it.
It's not necessarily halacha, but it's what.
What? What's the story in the Gemara? What?
Gemara should believe.
It depends. Was it a rich chayal or was it an ani? Because if it was stocker and you were chayav believe, make a name.
No, he's not an ani. He's not ani. He's not stocker. Mechila. The guy is Mechila. The guy is Bill Gates. You give me Bill Gates. Let's think I'm going to do the guy at Toilet. Then you're like, you know what? I need the money. Pay up. What do you say? You give a guy a lift to the airport in your heart. You have it all the time. You work. You do computer work for a guy. The guy says to you, "Can you add this extra feature?" And you say, "You think to yourself, I'm not going to charge you for this." And then you're like, "You know what? Why should I not charge you for this? Pay me like anyone else. Why should I do it for free? Right? Can you charge him?" You said to yourself, I'm gonna do it for free. I'll throw it in there. In my heart, I'm a believer. I said, I'm not going to charge him for this extra feature It's not, I can't be bothered. I'll just do it.
Clue.
Huh? It's nothing.
You said nothing.
Mechila belev is klum.
Clue.
You said nothing.
Okay, anyone disagrees? Mechila belev is nothing.
It's not
It's
klum.
dvarim shebelibay, dvarim shebelev is nothing.
But come based in, no one can do anything about it.
How we gonna?
Let's say we could prove that it was, he comes to base and he says,
Have a mind
this is the
reader.
case, this is the case. The guy to the base and he says, you know what, I was going to charge him. I said to myself, I'm not going to charge him. But then when he cursed me and he said, you filthy taxi driver, right? Then I charged him. Limkonboy, that's the lotion he used. I decided to be noikum. But he says he's murder. I wanted to be noikum. I wanted to be noikum and I said, pay me, you owe me $100.
We don't believe him. We don't believe that.
Well, I wasn't going to charge him, this is very common. I wasn't going to charge him. I did all this extra work. The guy told me his case, right? He was a computer program. I worked for a guy, did tons of extra work, free of charge. Then the guy fires him, so pay me up for my extra work.
Oh.
You said you're going to do it for free. In his heart, he didn't tell him I'm not going to charge you. He was doing all these extra hours and extra work. He's working overtime. He's entitled to be paid for it. He thought he's going to have a job with this guy. His business is going to go, take off, and then have a job forever. I was Michael him, right? Then when he fired him, as soon as his program's launching, he's like, you're paying for the work. What's it in?
Why?
Well, in the industry would say you were a fool for doing it.
Yeah, you're a fool.
For what? For thinking you were going to do it for free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't fooled because I thought I'm going to have a job with this guy
Yeah, you
forever.
thought.
There was
You
a
didn't have
fool
a
And he fired me.
If
You
you
didn't
didn't
have
have
a, you didn't have a
Kavanah to do
contract, sorry.
Okay, I also didn't tell him I'm doing it for free. I thought in my heart.
If you have Kavanah to do a mitzvah and you don't do it, but you're trying to do it and it doesn't happen, you get the stoot for that.
Right.
If you want to do an Avera and you don't do it,
You don't get
the,
it.
you don't get the knas.
Therefore what? I'm not sure what the connection is here. Because you want to do a mitzvah and do it for free. That's a mitzvah, so you get the schus. But can I be chayzer then or not?
Yeah.
I can be chayzer.
One second. Why don't we say Migu? I'll give you the Bura. I don't
He
believe.
didn't say anything, it was in his heart.
Right, I don't believe you what he said in your heart. You never said it. You could have said nothing.
No, I did say it.
How do I?
There's another case in the Gemara. The case of the Gemara, the Ketzais, we'll see the whole Ketzais. The Ketzais proves it from a case in another Ketzais, where the Ketzais slugs him up. But someone, I think it's if I remember correctly, the Marshal, the Gemara says a woman is divorced, 25 years, she never took a ksuva. Case of the Gemara.
Yeah.
After 25 years, she says, pay up.
Yeah.
Pay up? Where were you for 25 years?
That's my business.
You're Michael. No one's Michael for 25 years of ksuva. It means you're Michael. No one just, I was late, I was busy, I couldn't be bothered to show up. 25 years, you didn't ask for ksuva, it means you're Michael.
Well, it's a hope.
That's
So
already
25
muchach
years-
what's
Wait,
believable.
wait, doesn't Shemitah have any effect on it?
Does Shemitah?
It's
No.
a hope, right?
No, she grew up Pusba every 7 years. She's not stupid.
Okay.
Well, at least the last 3 years. So the point is that
She was never.
everyone knows you're Michael. For example,
Nobody knows you, Michael.
no, ain't Adam, ain't a goyver ksuvasa 25 years. If someone owes you money for 5 years, you get the money. You don't say, someone comes to you and says, you owe me money. Well, that was 10 years ago. You must be Michael. I didn't tell you I was Michael, but if for 10 years you didn't ask for the money, you're Michael. I've got friends, borrowed money from me 5 years ago. If I don't ask them for the money, then yeah, Michael, I'm not going to go to the guy after 10 years and say, do you remember I lent you money like 10 years ago?
No,
They'll be like, are you mad? You asked me for money from 10 years ago, from 25 years ago, with Bochum in Yeshiva, I lent you 100 shekels, give it back to me. You nuts? You waited 25 years, now you're Michael. I was like, obviously you're Michael. No?
1 second. But the Ksuba was in Marseille. And the Ksuba, she can't play.
We'll get there, hold on. We'll see it inside.
The Yoshi can tell you that because you didn't.
She was Michael, right? Yeah, exactly.
But 1 second.
She was Michael.
Why do I believe him what he said in my heart? I wasn't Michael. I believe
There's no
him.
statutes of limitations on
There's no such a limitation, but there's a gilui where his das is. If you kept quiet for 25 years, and clearly you're Michael, the tzuma.
Well, women are a little different about that.
They remember
They
things.
remember. And they keep it. Not being misogynistic here, but it's the fact.
They're different. They're
I
both
don't
different.
like, I don't hate women. Some of my best friends are women.
So, is there enough gemina in the case between the taxi driver, back to the taxi driver, is there enough gemina in the case between the guy who says in his heart, I'll take you for free? Or a guy says to you, for example, the guy says, come for Shabbos. Come with your whole family, I'll put you all up. Not friend, but like, a guy's coming from the north, he doesn't have a place to stay. So you know what, come to my house for 2 weeks. I'll put you up. And he thinks in his heart, I'm going to do it for free, right? Then he realizes that this was a major headache, Can you say you owe me money?
No.
Pay up.
No,
Pay up.
no.
Why not? Ah, now you. Why not? Because it wasn't a mechila. Mechila may have been a mechila.
First of all, this wasn't a business.
That's right. You're saying it is a mechila. It is a mechila. No, let's say the normal thing is if someone, people charge for such a thing. We'll see the Shulchan Aruch that you can charge someone. Someone comes to Shabbos. If he's an usher, then not. If he's an ani, then you can charge him. That's it's the handful of what you think exactly. If a guy's an usher, you can't charge him. If he's ani, you can charge him.
One second.
Okay, I have to.
But let's say someone's stuck. They come into your house for 2 weeks.
Why?
You moved in. You thought you were going to do it for free.
Why do you?
Or someone says, you have a hall, you have a wedding hall, right? Okay, we'll make it easier. You have a hall. And you say to the guy, make a chasna in the hall. It's fine, make your bar mitzvah, whatever it is. I've got a free hall. You think to yourself, well, if you tell him it's free, you're not good. You say, make it in my hall. You think to yourself, I'm not going to charge him. Then afterwards, your wife says to you, really, why should you charge a guy? Your uncle pay up, it's 2,000 shekel, the usual bill. He has no idea you thought in your heart it's for free. He thought he's paying, right?
Well, 1 second. You never said he never.
You never said, no one ever said, he's assuming he's going to pay. But you thought, he's my friend, I like the guy, I'm not going to charge him. Your wife says, do you know what his wife just did to me? So they say 2,000 shekel, 5,000 shekel. Is it too bad? Are you a ganef now? Are you a ganef? You go in the money, klapi shemayim, gala? Mechila is, believe is mechila? Or not?
You're not on count.
That's the first question, we'll get to that. Second question is, once you already did it, right?
Did what?
Let's say I let the guy stayed in my hall, the guy used the hall, I took the guy in the taxi ride, now he owes me 1,000 shekels, right? There's a chayv, a hardcore chayv, he owed me the money, no doubt about it, he's about to pay me, and now I say, I'm moichel. I'm moichel what you owe me,
He says,
in his heart, belibo.
Ah.
I'm a belibo, I'm moichel the chayv, can he be chayv and say, you know what, I actually do want the money? Because you're not even account for it, all you got to do is for a split second in your heart say, I'm moichel the chayv.
and what was his?
And you don't pay me, I actually do pay
Is
you.
moichel the same as giving up on it?
That's what I
The
asked
same as
earlier.
years. It's mechila years.
You're right.
That's what I asked earlier.
I didn't hear
No, it's not the same thing. So these are the questions we'll see today. Let's take a
Okay,
look.
let's get there.
Mechila,
I like the new format.
yeah? Mechila says the Shulchan Aruch, you base Simon Ches. I do have it. I do. You base? No, I don't. Do I have it? Let's see. Do you have any,
You wanna look
I
inside?
printed the wrong page, I think. Hold on, you base Dalet, Rav Zion. Printed the wrong page. It's one line. Don't worry, don't stress
I
yourself.
believe it. He's an honest fellow. He said he
You
didn't.
got it?
He said he didn't speak. He
It's in one
didn't break
line.
the 10 Commandments. I believe it.
Yeah, this is the next page. This is what we're going to be seeing. Printed the next page. But the Shulchan Aruch says, Mechila ein tzarich kinyan. Mechila ein tzarich kinyan.
1 second. What about Chazorah? Did you say?
What?
Chazorah changed his mind.
Mechila ein tzarich kinyan. You don't even do a kinyan. If I say I'm Michael, all over. Case closed, we're done. Now take a look.
Before you go any further, like that's the obverse side of the coin. So if Mechila doesn't require
I know.
kinyan, does accepting a condition? Now, let me think this through, go ahead, I'm sorry. I'll come back with it.
Mechila ein tzarich kinyan. Now, Ayin le'el simon reish mem aleph.
What are you looking at?
The Ramon. Vayin el simon reish mem aleph. So, I didn't print it out for a certain reason. It's in Chelik here, you probably doesn't have that. But we'll see the Shach. The Shach is going to say what it says. Take a look at the Shach. Ches, letter Yud Zayin. Do you have it? No.
I have it,
Mechila ein tzarich kinyan, right? Says the Shach. Mishum shemiyad shemochalei nistalk memeno moichel. As soon as you say I'm moichel, he's gone. All over, case closed.
You have to say it though.
Yeah, here he's talking about, you said it. I said to you, I'm moichel, case closed, he's gone. I'll never talk to you ever again. He runs. When do we say Mechila ein tzarich kinyan? That's if the guys are holding onto your star. In the case of the Gemach that we spoke about, if I'm holding on to an IOU note, then you need a Kenyan. Why? The betaf is stara. If the guy's holding on to a star, calls much enu marzilai miyad. Lo imani be'afilu mechila gemura b'lei Kenyan. Even if I say moicha b'lei shalem, it's nothing. If I'm holding on to a star, you owe me money. Why didn't you tear it up? So you see there wasn't the mechila. We'll see what the svar is. Ad kan l'shoyim lashon asma. The king calls it a tool b'shem Rabbi Yishaya. This is what the tool says b'shem Rabbi Yishaya. Sorry, let's see the sma. Mechila in tzach kinyan. Ches is chaf. Mechila in tzach kinyan. Says the sma. Mishum shemiyad shemachal is tak ben amoichel. Ches is chaf. If ches is chaf. Mechila in tzach kinyan. Mishum shemiyad shemachal is tak ben amoichel. He's basically saying what he quotes in one word. That's if he's not holding the star. The betaf star calls man she'enu machzalei miyad loy mahani bei. If you don't give the star back, doesn't help. Afilu b'chil gemur b'lei kenyan vayne al sim reish mem aleph. The Shulchan Aruch and Reish mem aleph brings this day. So the Sma says star cancel mechila. Okay, whatever reason. You're holding on to star, mechila means nothing. Good to know. You got an IOU note, a star va. You say, Michael, give me the star. Otherwise, I'll come to base and you have your money. There's Michael, too bad. The mechila is not chal, no mechila. So, back to the shach now. Sorry, let's go back to the shach. The kekas of stur b'shem Rabbi Yishaya. It's archim. Then a come with the simulation of aleph, siv base, low cost of moramke. The Ramah doesn't talk about over here, it doesn't say that, this didn't start. There, the Shulchan Aruch is talking about matanos and stars. It doesn't say that with mechila by star, the star is mevatel the mechila. Vayamash kosev abach, the Rishaya, svirele, the halacha kavei shamai. Why does the star cancel the chayv? Cancel the mechila, because he holds like Beishamai. The star, I mean, was Gobidami. This star, I think, was Gobidami. That everyone knows about. Who said it? That's Beishamai. So, what he holds, Gobidami. With Rav Tvum, don't like him. Look at Beishamai. Could the Bashar say very good? We don't pass like Beishamai. We pass like Beisila. So, what's he saying? The reason why mechila doesn't help when you got a star is because I'm holding on to the money. Star in the lig basic government means I've got the money. I'm moichel you. Shkayach, you're holding on to the money. So why do you give him the star? Why do you give him money? You weren't moichel. You say your actions speak louder than your words. I say you're moichel, but I'm not giving back the star. The star's like you got the money in your hand. You go to it's like a check. You go to the bank, you cash the check.
But Rabbi Yishaya knew that we don't hold like Beishamai.
That's a kasha.
One second.
That's a kasha. You're passing like Beishamai. We don't pass like Shai with the government. What are you talking about? Shachas, we don't pass like Beishamai. They argue. It's like it's being paid up.
In what situation?
It's like it's a check.
In all situations, it's like cash. It's like you've got the money
Right,
ready.
so it's machlokes where we say kir or not. It's only Beis Shammai says it is, and where it says it's not.
Beis Hillel says no.
So what does
We
Beis
pass
Hillel
we
hold
pass
with
like
that?
this. There's not a government.
What does that mean?
Means you need Adam to prove it. You need to Adam to prove it's a real star. If it's government, then the question is, do you have to be machzir b'kaim the Adam on the star? But you say no, it's government. We believe the star. He's going to bring Adam it's fake.
That's the issue.
I love hula havi right the Adam are true or fake.
Beis Hillel says you need to prove
Yeah.
the star
Yeah,
is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Beis Shammai says you have to prove the star is bad.
Yeah, the star is like it's paid. It's like he's got the money in his pocket.
As only
He's the muchzik on the money. Who's muchzik on the money? The Lev or the Malva? Beis Shammai says it's like it's paid up. He's muchzik on the money. It's his. So says the Shach. Why is it Rishai passing like Beis Shammai? It makes no sense. Everyone knows you pass like Beis Hillel. Says the Shach. V'chein perish kol ha-poskim, I'm Shuvas Maram Levin, Shuvas Mari Ben Lev, Klal Yud Zayin, we pass like Beis Hillel. It's Eirik Govi Domi. What on earth are you talking about? Why would Shtar cancel this din? And the Shulchan Aruch and the Ramah don't bring this din down. So you see, it's like the whole Shtar thing makes no sense, right? Tisrei Tshuva Siman Ches, letter Yud Dalet, Ois Yud Dalet.
So he doesn't answer the question.
Shach's kasha, yeah. Shach wants to say, of course, Shtar doesn't help. Why would Shtar cancel the Bechila? That's the Vipei Shalom, what's like Bechila? Shach's arguing with the Shema, it's clear crystal
Why
before
it's Shammai. I mean,
Shtar.
so you still got a star, so you just be Mekayim the star, it's still a good star.
Oh,
So you're Mekayim it.
it's not a star according to that.
You Mekayim Shtar. The Shaila is
It's
not
not
just
like
about-
nothing, Basil doesn't say star is nothing, just says you're Mekayim the star.
Right, no, so it's not just a Shaila about it. The question is, if I was Meichel of money, but I've already been paid, so you want Meichel anything, why don't you give back money? If I say to you, I'm Meichel, you owe me $1 million, I'm Meichel, so give back $1 million, you hold on to the money.
No,
It's
I
like you hold on
understand,
to
but we don't
cash.
have Kesher Basil Shammai.
You don't have to say that the star is like your money. A star can have its own deal. There exists a star. What do you do with it? What's the status? You don't have to hold that it's like you have your money. It exists. Call it Simon, call it something else, whatever you want to call it. Avis. In some form.
Oh, so
You
how
know?
can you Meichel Eidos? You can't be Meichel.
Exactly.
Okay, take a look, if you don't mind, in the Piskei Tshuva, Ches. Mechila in het terugkinderen. Ois je dat in de Piskei Tshuva. Ein beheter ad vashach kosem tzorchien. Ein beshach, shkosem du sveke de dina. It's a suffix, you need a kinyan, you don't need a kinyan. Okay. Vayin betum sif cotton ches shkosem. Lefi zeh. How the kaimel and a moich shtach even chaveroi because of a mochloi, mochel, right? If I go ahead and I lend money to someone, I have a star, then I sell the star to Benji, right? Then it's mochel it, it's mochel. Because of mochel mochel. If I go ahead and sell my debts to somebody else, and then I'm mochel chayiv, you don't like this, then mochel, we pass to mochel.
Well, that's,
Great.
So
Yeah.
chlayma,
and again, that's going against Beisham, isn't it?
so chlayma bekinyan. So you have to say that's talking about where you're mochel bekinyan. Because if it's balpeh, the chi doesn't help.
You sold it first?
I lent him the money, I have a star, and then I sold the star to someone else.
So once you sell the star, then you can't mochel it. It doesn't belong to you anymore.
Yeah, no, I can. I'm mochel star geweest. I sold the star to a friend because of a mochel, but he owes me the money, so I can always be mochel. It's my debt, but I gave him the schus to get the debt, but I can be mochel to him.
So you're saying when you
But
sell.
then he could be to me. Why do you mazik me?
So
I-
I use my charge card, I have $5,000 to the bank. I tell the bank I'm not paying. They sell that $5,000 debt to a collection company for $3,000, because they want some of the money.
Right.
Then the bank mochels me, and I don't have to pay anything, and these guys are screwed?
Yeah.
No.
You owe the bank. You don't know the credit.
No,
you don't know the
okay.
phone.
I think the
You don't know the
mechanism, I
loan
think the
shark.
mechanism here is that when you sell the clove, okay, what you're doing is he still owes you the money. And their claim is on you.
You're selling nothing. You're selling.
Right. I'm selling my rights to someone to get my debt. You have rights to collect whatever I can collect, but I can still cancel it. You come to me and say you sold me a lemon, right? You come to be Tavemi, can you be Tavemi? You can't. But one thing's for sure, it's my debt and I was moichel
Definitely.
He owes me the money. He doesn't owe some loan shark the money who bought the debt from me. I can moichel the debt.
He
and
definitely
that's
had no
it.
interest in the chayv being sold to a loan shark.
Yeah, that's for sure. So-
The reason you're buying it at a discount is because there's inherent risk involved. In other words, you're making a.
You're not assuming the risk is not that I'm going to be moichel. That's something else. You're buying it because the guy doesn't pay back on time. That's why you pay a fee.
But there's
But
also risk
there's
involved.
no risk.
There is risk. You might be multiple.
Yeah, and in Achanami, there is some risk there.
The one
And that's
second,
part of the risk.
if-
You could be Michael.
If he's Michael, then you can claim from him legitimately.
Right, so you could be Michael. So it turns out, if a star, if he's smart, if there's a star, you can't be Michael. So what you do with that Gemara? There's Chazer and Machal Machal. So Jan says, it's going to be talking about a case where there's a star. Sorry. He was Michael L'chai for the Kenyan. But like Nish became a Mishum Paisik. It doesn't say that anywhere, and you got to do a Kenyan when you're Michael L'chai. Right? Doesn't say that. It's very doctor.
L'chara, when he sold it, he was Michael it automatically. Because at that moment that he sold it, he was minded that he's not going to get it back.
So he has a different model. Take a look. Tzach Leima. So Dafka b'shtar b'yod. Says a Pesach Tshuva. Tzach Leima. Dafka b'shtar b'yodai. Az leima hani mechila. If he's holding on to the star, then mechila doesn't work. If I gave the star to somebody else, then mechila does work. Why? What's enough for me now? Dafka b'shtar b'yodai. Az leima hani mechila. Damina nim isa daya b'livavai shalim limchal. If you really wanted to be Michael, you would have torn it up. By Machzela Eshtarai, Mashenke B'Shtar B'Yad, if he's holding on to the star, Meichet Teisin, Neymar, Daya Bilti Levav Shalem. If I gave the star to someone else, you've got no proof that he didn't really want to be Michael. So he's saying the whole reason why, when you got a star, there's no Mechila, is because you said you're Michael, but we've got proof you are Michael. You didn't tear up the star. If I already gave the star to somebody else, that's no longer proof, right? I don't have to start there up. I didn't have it. You got it now. We're on the page that we have. You can see it inside. So take a look at the We'll keep going with this picture. ולכן במויך ישתה חייב לאחר, שייך מחילה בלי קניין. כי מדי נשתה בידיים. You got a bench, you've got like tons of these printed out on there. And also, you got it? You got it, Rabbi? You got it? You take two?
For the right page.
It's all right, you're not going to show me. Yeah, what?
I'm just wondering if yours is.
Take a look, mine's quite big, quite clear.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, באמת אני מבוא בשח לכמה סמך גבוה, ספקותם עין דל בשם בעל איתר שקוז וזה בשיינים. ואפילו למען דאמר דמחיר לא ימהני יגל טוב ושטרה, כמו שקוז לסיום רשמי מאלף, סיום בייס, מיידה אחדו לייס השטר ביד דלה דלי. If he's not holding on to star, he doesn't have the star to give back, so the star is not a raya. The whole reason why star cancels the whole, what's it called, is because the star's a raya, you weren't really Michael. If I didn't have a star, I sold it, I could still be Michael even if I sold it.
That's the definition of being Michael.
No, I wasn't Michael Bechal. I wanted to
At
pay.
that point, you
Once I-
regardless, you're not getting the money back.
No, but I sold it. I made good money from it. I'm not Michael Lechai.
Yeah, you Michael that guy.
I sold it.
It's the definition of a crook. And you sell something and then you cancel it after.
Well, no, the definition of crook is the original guy goes back to him and says, "Oh, you sold it? Here, be Michael me. I'll give you $1. Be Michael me with a star."
So you're saying-
and then he's like, "That's $1. That's it.
Wait a
Done."
minute, he sells the boat for half the price, which means he got the money,
Yeah.
and now he's Muslim, he has to get the money.
He's not
back.
Michael it.
This guy Lechai could be to get the money back from him. Yeah. You sold me a lemon. Give me the money back, right?
Oh, yeah, that's for
Could he
sure.
still take all the money without the star?
Huh?
And could he still be go with the full amount,
If he was Michael.
even though he sold the star? No,
When
that's
he-
not
when-
Mechila.
So when you sold the star, you're selling the Chayv also. You're selling the Chayv.
So you Michael the Chayv, it's not your Chayv.
No, Michael, I sold it to someone else. So it's not called a Mechila. I said, don't pay me, pay him.
No, but
Afterwards.
You can't-
Can I, Michael, I never was
Money.
Michael, but the guy that I lent the money to, I was never Michael, and he should pay up.
no,
I
but
don't like
when-
this guy. Pay
but
up.
after you sold the star,
Yeah.
can you still go after the money? No.
No.
It's not your money
sold
to
it,
go
yeah.
after.
But he
Give it
can't,
back and Michael.
but according to the Visa like he can't be Muslim either.
I can't buy. Yeah, I can be Michael. He says I can be Michael. He says I can be Michael. The fact that I didn't give the guy back a star, that means nothing. And normally, if I'm holding on to the star, we see you didn't really want to be Michael. You didn't give back the star. That means you didn't really want to be Michael. You actually speak out of the words. But if I didn't have the star because I sold it on the stock exchange, right? So then I can be Michael even if I didn't give back the star.
Okay, but then you're fighting for the money that you sold.
Yeah, that's a separate issue. Right.
Okay. Then it makes sense.
So it turns out, the Piskei Tshuva, the whole point of the shtar, the whole reason why your shtar counts as a mechila, is because it's a proof that you didn't really have the das to be meichel. Your daika wasn't shalem. When your das is shalem, you give the shtar back.
As long as you held on to it.
Yeah. It's in your pocket, and you didn't give it back, you weren't really meichel. So you see something, even if you tell a guy that you're meichel, but you really didn't want to be meichel, maybe it doesn't help, right?
Unless you tell him to tear up the stuff. You need aided, you told him.
Okay.
So perhaps the same mechanism works again.
We'll see. Vayim b'tshuvas bris Avram, chaysh mishpat simen aleph eis gimel shekasa. Dim loy machal guf achayv rak shehechiv leizman epirayin. Let's say I wasn't machal l'chayv. I just said I'll give you another 2 weeks to pay, right? Kul ma'al m'maydin de mahani mechila b'lei kinyan. Then you don't need to do a kinyan. There's no way I didn't tear up the shtar, right? Because you still owe me the money. I just want I'm giving another 2 weeks. I'm going to stop tearing up the shtar. I gave him another 2 weeks.
What if there were penalties involved in the original document?
You're Michael. And the fact you're Michael, those penalties. If I said I'll give you another 2 weeks, you're Michael.
Right, but then you go to base and say, hey, he changed your mind, he owes me the extra penalty. Now what's the din?
You're Michael. If he's got proof you're Michael, if he said you're Michael, you might be your Michael, there's witnesses you're Michael,
Okay.
too bad, no penalties.
This was the.
So the question is, but you didn't tear up the shtar. I didn't tear up the shtar because I wasn't Michael the Chayv. I gave him extra time. Right? We're going to start tearing up the shtar every time the guy, I couldn't tear off the time part of the shtar.
This was a problem with the London benefit, but it comes from a yashu. If somebody borrows money on a mortgage, what do they call it? Mashkanta.
Okay.
And if there's a contract that if you don't pay within a certain time, there's a penalty clause.
Correct.
To try to ribbons. Ribbons?
You see?
Yeah, of course you. I
It's
saw
not
it.
clear, it's nuts.
It was ribbons.
Take a look.
There's another reason.
Take a look at Native Yehuda. The next thing he quotes is Native Yehuda. I thought we'll print it out, we'll see it inside. Since we've got Google, we have like a nice clear. There, Benji, take one of these, take 2 of these.
Can we
whatever.
quote the Haftarah? That was the Native Yehuda. Yeah.
Who else needs?
No,
So the Native Yehuda's grandchildren
extra is fine.
became Chassidim. So he wanted to change it. The Bateman Pasha, the Chassidim Pasha not, so he wouldn't change it.
Simon Lamed Beis, right? Tshuva. Shleimer, Shalma Rabba v'nafshi l'choved ahuvi, Rabba Muflag at Rabani Moreinu Yisrael Av Basin of Beinhardt. I don't know where that is. Anyone knows where Beinhardt is?
Turn left, Route 95.
Masha Shal Bedini Mamoinis She'ishim Machal L'Bala Ksuva Kaidem Agat. Some woman was Machal Ksuva before the gap, right? But actually Chazer is both. Now she says, you know what? I want the money. Rotzim Alosei Lai, but the Bechila Lai money. Give it to the Fisa Shtara, Shishtar Ksuva Biyadei. She's holding on to the Ksuva. This Rav wants to say that the Mechila Lai Mahani.
There's no mention of Tanai, you said before it's Tanai, there's no Tanai here.
Not tonight. Not tonight. She wants she was Michael, right? She was Michael. Rotem alles het blijven de begin le mani. Ik zit hier als een staat, de begin is out. In een nieuw jaar geluid ziet mama naar Baal. How can you get money from this Baal? She was Michael. We maken sure maar besim reisman al pasuk al lacha. Rama says shafilu tof a star. Filach en begin een terug kenyan. Rama says before even if there's a star, you don't need the kenyan for mechila, right? So לפי דרמה, המחila זה מחילה. ואפילו that's Rabbi Shaya. We saw Rabbi Shaya says, the smart book Rabbi Shaya says mechila doesn't mean that you can live. There's a star she'evi, a tur b'sivin yudat base. L'chalik ben tofish star. If he's holding on to star, the mechila is not a mechila. They come up with, if you must be fresh at Bach, Tanoi, she'seve kebei shamai, the star, hoi meling was a gobi domi. According to Bach, the Rishaya's din is because he holds like Beishamai. Right? So So l'chayra, this is wrong. The only in this deity, he's going to answer now. But bishlam ksuva could go in mesa ba'aleim. Actually, shasu. Right, by a saita, right? So a saita that
Husband died.
mesa ba'aleim, kodesh shazim, before she drank, the husband dies. So therefore, should later the suffix b'chayi ba'ala. Is there something besides the Rabani could go for? Shafilu kodesh in Isra, ein amedes ligvais. Even before she's Nistra, she can't collect it, Bavade, Kishema Thomas, maybe she'll die before him. Now, as Kagovidomi, you don't say Kagovidomi by every star, he's saying. This is the kalal of the Dodi Yudah. You don't always say Kagovidomi. Like the issue with the Ksub, is that Kagovidomi? No, maybe she'll die first. It's not like she's getting the money. If she dies, he doesn't pay her, right? Ksub is only if he dies first. Yeah? So you don't say Kagovidomi by every star. V'chein, b'nafal abayis olav al marisha, lo min legabi bal choiv sheloi, shtar ha'im eligbois, this could go with Amish, ein ha'im eligbois, min lechasim alavi, b'vadai, kishem hu min yamis kai de marishai. You don't know who's going to die first, him and the marishim. V'chein gabi meis leiva, I'm not sure what these cases, but he's trying to prove from all the cases. V'chein gabi meis leiva, v'chai malva, taking from Shemais Leva, Einar Meligvois, Bavadi Kishem Yishava. Maybe they won't take a Shavua, they didn't pay off. So B'cholan is having Beisil, the lav to go. So Beisil says in these cases, Shtar is any to go. Beisham myself, I feel the stuff that Gam came to go. He said, what's the Machak Beisham Beisil? Beisham says, even in these cases, it's to go. Even when maybe she'll die fast, maybe we don't know who's going to die fast. So I need to be honest, taflam ches, ksuvas be'alef. Al v'shtash b'yad malva legabi nichse alei v'atzma she'en b'vada likweis v'chosam alalu kilei v'shus malva b'zeh sefer or b'shayid legam beisil moedik govi. So he's saying that even beisil is moedik govi govi. That's his nukuda. He wants to say the machlekes beisham beisil isn't whether you ever say govi govi. The whole shaila is by the building fulls, by your isha. We don't know who's going to die fast, by a Saita. But if there's money he's going to pay, then you do think God probably. So Lakach Loya, Lachila Belakin, Shikuva him Bishamal. This is, he says clearly, if you don't do a kinyan, the Mechila doesn't help. It's like he's already paid off. It's like you've already paid. That's his understanding. Milva, it's like you've paid. So if you've paid, it doesn't help you, Michael. He's already paid you. What do you mean, Michael? He paid you. Look. You can only say Kagovidom. Here's a tremendous whopping chiddush. When do you say Malva is Kagovidom? Milva b'shas Kagovidom. That's only if he's got money. If the guy's broke, you can't rub two pennies together. Who covered the lace? Ela shal kaponim gufay meshubel l'shalein. K'shiyih eloi. Lo yishach lo yishach mishazem malta. She'en kan nechazim tal. He doesn't have nechazim. You can't say it's like you got the money. He doesn't have money to give you. When you say it's Kagovidom, that's if the guy's got money, and it's like you've been paid already. If the guy doesn't have money. If you know he doesn't have money, then it's not like you paid. So Vada Yochalim Chashib B'Dagof, Afkanot L'Shtar B'Chasim B'Chil B'Shuv, Afilu B'Nisashem, Alay V'Achach Kvar Machal. So let's say this guy's an Ani, then you can be Michael, because it's not going to go with Domi. And if he becomes rich afterwards, it's too bad, he was already Michael. The Kevish Kosov Malasi Shabalu Gavra Tiloi. Since you said that this guy is a Gavra Tiloi, in the case of the Shaila over here with this Isha, she was Mochel Ksuvasa, right?
What's that word, Artiloi?
Artiloi means he's broke. He's on the streets, right? She was Mochel Ksuva to this guy on the streets. Pshita Shemichilasai, Mechila, Kula Alma. It's a Mechila. because the shtar's worth nothing. You can't say it's Kagov Domi, it's called Alma, it's not Kagov Domi, right? He doesn't have money to pay. That's A. If she says, I'm giving you the ksuv as a matana, she doesn't say, I'm moichel you. Yeah, the difference is, who asked this? You said, Benji asked, what's the difference between mechila and matana? So if you say b'loshem matana, gosh omra, ich schenk ein di ksuva. What does that mean in Yiddish? Ich schenk, I'm sending him the ksuva. I'm giving him the ksuva. She doesn't say, I'm moichel ksuva, she says, I'm giving him the ksuva. Schenk is to send. Schenk im heim di ksuva. Why do you need a kinyan? Why do you need a kinyan? You need a kinyan for mechila. For matana, you don't need a kinyan. If I say I'm giving you these tissues,
I can still
ain't a kinyan. But that's something else. Because we say that's what does it called? Spivish chivra kekosov v'mosodom. It's like you did a kinyan. It's a special din by chivra. It's like you did. But matana doesn't need a kinyan. If let's say I say here, I'm giving you matana my gold watch, right? And you think, it's so nice. You didn't pick it up, you 3 tvachim, and then, whatever happens, I say, I want it back, actually. I change my mind. Too bad, take it back. Right? If you need a kinyan, since Matan doesn't need a kinyan, too bad. You gave it, you don't need a kinyan. It's his, you gave it. You gave it to the guy. Marshall, you go to a gym, and the guy says, I'm giving you 3 months free gym membership. Right? It's matana. It's not mechila. Give you matana, 3 months free gym membership. And the guy says, I'm changing. I changed my mind. Pay up.
Yeah.
Too bad. You gave me a matana.
Sure.
You don't need to do a kinyan on the matana. I was kinda. You don't need to do a kinyan. I didn't pick up anything. If he told her, if she said, I'm giving you the matana, so vale and kinyan. Okay. Filu. It's getting late, so we'll just try to finish this paragraph. אפילו נהם בדרך זה עלי וכאילו הם שולמה, אבל ממש, אבל לא עדיף על המפקד את חבר, okay, let's just skip to the last 3 lines. אך לפי מה שבסקתי, third line from the bottom, we'll wrap it up here, אך לפי מה שבסקתי, שהגט פוסל, וצריך לגט מחדש, since he has to give her a new get, פשיטה שהיא מחילה בתוס. In this case, you've asked me, I wrote this whole on tshuva over here, and because of that, we have Baruch Hashem, we got this Torah of the Medi Yoda, but the Maisa, the get was possible. Therefore, it's a Mechila B'Tayos. Shaikolek HaMechila, Isa Shkirei Shigasha. In the case, the story that you mentioned, the whole reason why she was Meichel the get was he should give her a get. She was Meichel to get the get. Since he didn't give her the get was possible because it was, he doesn't say why. So, Pshiti Shi Mechila B'Tayos, it's a Mechila B'Tayos. And therefore, he's got to pay a riksus. We'll try and wrap up the other story, the other case.
So if the Rav Chof Hayam Advice, a long toast about it, Kudovi.
Oh ja.
Als je het geld was niet goud.